Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, we meet again today for our English class. And today we are going to practice two skills. Alright, the first skill that we are going to practice is the reading skill. And the second skill that we are going to practice is the listening skill. So we are going to continue with Unit 9 in your textbook on page 100. Alright, that unit start with this question. I got sunburnt on my last holiday. Have you ever had any health problems on holiday? Alright, so this girl had a sunburnt. And I am pretty sure all of you have experienced this before, at least one time in your life, right? When you stay under the sun for too long and then you got sunburn. The difference is our sunburn is the effect is we got our skin got darker, but for them, for the Caucasian people, getting a sunburn means their skin will turn red and it is actually quite painful, right? And they cannot even touch it. It hurts. So our sunburn and their sunburn is actually not the same thing. Alright, so she asked you a question. Have you ever had any health problems on holiday? Alright, so we face a lot of health problems in our life daily. Some of the examples are in the listening activity that we did earlier. But today, the focus is on holiday. So what are the different type of health issues, health problems that you face when you are on holiday? Okay, so these are some of the expected answers that I wish to get from you. Alright, the first one is food poisoning. So sometimes when we go to a new place, we are attracted to try their street food, right? All the stalls selling different type of food beside the road, which are very appetizing, and the smell make our stomach growl actually. So eating food like that is not always safe because they are exposed and sometimes you might get food poisoning. That is the first one. However, for some other people, they might have a loss of appetite, right? Because when they go to new places and the food is new, they don't really feel like eating. That is the meaning of loss of appetite. Okay, they don't really feel like eating. Hilang selera makan. And then sometimes if you eat too much and you eat a lot in a short period of time, right? And then your stomach is unable to process those foods that you have been eating, and then you might get a heartburn. All right, it is a pain, a piercing pain behind your rib cage, on your chest actually. All right, and then for some people, when they go to new places, this is a very common problem: sleep disorders. Right, when we change our bed, sometimes we cannot sleep, especially on the first night, right? So this one is very common. And then if you travel on flight, okay, you might have jet lag. On the next day, you might not be able to go out and enjoy the scenery because you are dizzy and feeling nauseous and you have to stay in bed. That is jet lag. Okay, and then for countries with a hotter weather, right, like us Malaysia, mosquito is a very common problem. So this one is not something new. We know this. We have experienced this a lot of time. Even now, every night before we go to bed, we have to make sure there's no mosquito in our room, right? And then the last thing is blisters. Okay, blisters happen when you walk too much. Okay, when you go to new places, you walk a lot, you go sightseeing, you want to explore all of the places there, right? And then most of the time your foot will have blisters, dia akan melecet. So these are all the common health problems that you might face during holiday. Alright, so let's move on with the first activity, the reading skill. Okay, the article given to you is all about holiday health. Okay, and on that page, we have a picture of a first aid kit. Okay, so in this short article, you will be given some advices on what are the things that you have to bring on a holiday, which will be very helpful during emergencies. Alright, so let's start. let's read together. If the words are too small here in the screen, you can read from your book. Remember to take some plasters with you in case you get a blister on your foot from too much walking. Take some antiseptic cream too. Use it if you cut yourself by accident. Take a bandage if you are traveling to a country where there are snakes. If you get a snake bite on your arm or leg, wrap the bandage tightly around the bite. You should always put some sun cream on your skin before you go out in the sun so that you don't get sunburn. Do you always get mosquito bites in hot countries? Remember to take some insect repellent to spray over you when you go out at night. The heat can sometimes give you a headache. Put a box of aspirins in your suitcase and take 1 or 2 aspirins with a glass of water. Take some mints on holiday. Eat a mint if you feel sick when you are traveling. Alright, so that is the article, the short advices. Okay, so if you notice, all of the words and phrases that I highlighted are the things that you should put inside your first aid kit that you carry with you, that you take with you during holidays. Alright, so mints, pudina, aspirins. Aspirin is what they have there. We don't take aspirins here, but Panadol is something very similar to it. Okay, and then insect repellent, something that you wear on you so that insects will not come to you. Okay, and in this case, the insect repellent is in the form of spray. And then sun cream. Here in Malaysia, we don't say sun cream, but it is actually the same thing. We call it sunblock. Alright, and then bandage. Of course, you know what a bandage is. Antiseptic cream. Okay, they use antiseptic cream. Here in Malaysia, what is common is actually Dettol. Okay, and then the last one here, actually this is the first one, but I am going in reverse, so this is the last one. Plasters. Okay, plasters is very easy. You should take it with you in case you get a blister, or in case if you cut your fingers or your foot during your holiday. So plasters is actually very handy. Alright, so let's move on to the question. I am not going to translate to you because I think the articles here are quite straightforward, and most of the words, even though they are quite difficult for you, you might not know the meaning of the words, but when you read the whole sentence, the whole advice, I believe you can guess the meaning. Okay, so I'm not going to translate to you this time. Please try. Okay, try to understand by looking at the clues in the sentence. Alright, so the question. Read the advice and answer the question. Okay, the first question is, what should you put on a blister? Number 2, what should you do if a snake bites you? Number 3, what should you always wear in the sun? Number 4, when should you use the insect repellent? Number 5, what should you do if you get a headache? And number 6, what should you do if you feel sick when you are traveling? Okay, these questions are very straightforward and the answers can be taken straight away from the passage. Okay, I believe you can do this on your own too. So I'm not going to translate again. So let's move on to the listening activity. Even the listening activity is very simple. Okay, so I'm just going to explain to you the instruction and you can do it on your own. Alright, so the topic of the listening activity is mobile app. How do you pronounce these words? Okay, because I notice some people don't even know how to say this word. App is app. Okay, it comes from the word application. Okay, why did I say that many people don't know how to say this word? Because one of the most common thing that people say is WhatsApp, which is wrong. It is not WhatsApp. It is WhatsApp. Okay, so I hope starting from today, you can correct the way you say out, you pronounce that apps. Okay, it is WhatsApp, not WhatsApp. Okay, so that is just an additional information to you. So let's straight away go to the exercise. Exercise 3. Listen to 2 friends talking about a mobile app. What is the app called? Okay, very easy. So you are going to listen to a dialogue between two friends and they are talking about a mobile app, an application that they can find in the handphone. What is the app called? App itu dipanggil apa? What is the name of the app? Is it WhatsApp? Is it Telegram? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? No, it is something related to helps. Alright, number 4, exercise 4. Listen again and choose the correct answer. So this time you are given the options. Okay, there are only 5 questions and you have 2 options, A or B. So it is a 50-50 chance of you getting it right or wrong. So number 1, with this app, you can, is it A, talk to a real doctor, or is it B, learn what to do in an emergency? Okay, number 2, you can, is it A, hear some advice, or B, watch and listen to someone giving advice? Okay, for these 2 things, the keyword is actually the word hear. When you hear to something or someone, it is normally just the audio, right? But if you can watch and listen, meaning that the application has videos. Alright, so pay attention to words like that. And then number 3, the girl once had a ... Okay, once means satu ketika dahulu. Had, ada, mengalami, pernah, kena apa. Right, so the girl once had a, is it a bee sting or is it a snake bite? Alright, let's say you don't know the meaning of the word sting. But do you know the meaning of the word bee? Right? Of course you do. Bee means lebah. So can you guess the meaning of the word sting? Right? Even though you don't refer to your dictionary, you can still guess. The word sting must mean sengatan. And then the same thing with the word bite. Even though you do not know the meaning of the word, but we have the word snake before that. So we can guess the word bite does not mean menggigit. Because normally we use the word bite to talk about food. I bite my burger, right? Because I am very hungry. That is also bite. But when a snake bite, they don't gigit like that, right? So we get the idea from the clue in the phrase. Okay, number 4. The app gives information about ... Is it A, different kinds of medicine, or is it B, local chemists? What is the meaning of the word chemist? Have you heard it? It comes from the word chemistry, kimia, right? But this one actually doesn't have to do with kimia at all. We are not talking about the subject here, subject kimia, no. Chemist here in Malaysia is known as pharmacist. Okay, local means close by, nearby, tempatan. So the app gives you information about, is it the different kind of medicine? Medicine means ubat, or is it the location of pharmacies? And then the last question, the boy is planning to go, is it A, camping, or is it B, mountain climbing? So you listen and then pay attention to the clue, because the listening, the recording is not that difficult actually, but you have to really pay attention to the clues given in the passage, in the dialogue letter. Alright, so I guess that is all for today. I would like to end this video with a quote. Do what's right, not what's easy. Okay, we as human being is easily attracted to something easy. That is very normal, right? But in life, easy does not always means right. Okay, we have to do the right thing. I give you an example. You are a student. So as a student, what is the right thing to do? Study, to focus on your studies, to pay attention to your class, to your teacher, try to complete all of your exercises, because all of those things are your responsibilities and those are the right thing to do. However, they are not easy, right? So many of you, some of you choose not to do it, which is not good for you, because things that are worth having does not come easily, right? If it is good, if it is worthy to have, it will not be easy. You have to struggle a bit to get it. So in this case, we are talking about success. If you want success, it will not be easy. There are steps that you have to take along the way, along the journey, right? So I hope you can try your best and do the right thing as a student. Okay, so after this, what I want you to do is close YouTube, and I want you to open up a browser as usual. I want you to find a quote. And this time, the quote that I want you to find is something related to doing the right thing. Okay, so you just type quotes about doing the right thing, and then search for the images and look for something that you like and interesting and share it in our group. All right, that is it actually. And then for the exercises earlier, I will give you the link to the worksheet, and then you just complete everything there in the live worksheets, and then check your own answer. You click finish. Okay, click finish, and then the system, the website will check the answers for you, and then you just take a screenshot of your score and post it to me. All right, I guess that is all. I wish you all the best and have a nice day. Assalamualaikum.